ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nikki Clarke.
Nikki Clarke Show. I'm so happy that you are tuning in to ThatChannel.com. It's 8 p.m. It's live. And how's everyone doing? I love it. It's an amazing show tonight. You don't want to go anywhere. But before we get into all of that, what time is it? Hot Topics. That's right. It's time for Hot Topics. And joining me in a Hot Topics discussion is my good friend, DJ Ringo. Every week you surprise me with a new hat. I love how you keep switching it up. So this week we've got Blue Jays. We've got some homegrown love going on over there. And everything good? Everything's good. Yeah? You've had a busy week, I heard. Definitely getting busy, right. Well, you know, I thought about it after the last Hot Topics discussion, and I said, you know, maybe should just ease up a little bit on this individual because everybody's after him. He's like the most popular mayor in the world. Mayor Ford is on Jimmy Kimmel. He's on Conan O'Brien. They even did a little skit on him on Saturday Night Live last week, Saturday. Yeah. And I said, no, just leave it alone. Give him a break. And then he knocked over a female counselor at City Hall. And I said, rewind, come again. I think I need to talk about Rob Ford. So he apparently is saying that he's a changed man. He says, you know what, world, in 5 months, you're going to see a new mayor. And apparently he's working out now. He's been consulting health professionals. But the council has actually been making him slim down on certain things like staff members. He's down to 8, which is 1/4 of the previous mayor in his position. So, and also stripped him of his powers. What do you think of that?
Well, you know, I mean, they got to do what they have to do in order to get back some type of control within the offices, you know, with the councils. And I mean, his personal life is one thing, but now it's gone to this kind of celebrity kind of feeling. So I think they want to get away from that. So they got to start stripping, you know, some of his powers so that he can get control of himself first. Like I've always said, he's got to take care of himself first before he can come back to power or come back to office. So I guess it's just...
They're just taking measures to...
That's it.
You know, certain protocol. He says it's unfair. He says he's very hurt. The same people who he put in power are the ones, you know, turning on him.
I know.
So that must not be a fun feeling,
no,
but
no.
You think it's a necessary thing to kind of curb what's going on right now.
And that's just my opinion, but I think it's a definite proper step within the city of Toronto to take these measurements because they have to have some kind of control. Okay.
Well, there's more stuff in the news. Apparently, Mr. Lisi, I think it was a former driver
yeah.
of Mayor Ford's, apparently there's some wiretaps that have been released. And in the tap of a conversation, Mayor Ford isn't identified as one of the speakers, but he's mentioned quite a bit throughout the conversation, apparently with an exchange with drugs and the mayor's phone. So it's just getting kind of stranger and stranger.
Very sticky.
Very sticky, very sticky. Well, good luck with that, you know. We'll see how we can get out of that one. But what do you think of this new video that's out? Everyone is talking about Kanye West and his baby mama, Kim Kardashian. What's up with that?
You know, I've only heard about it. I haven't seen it personally.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I haven't. It's the buzz that's going around. So, have you seen it?
I saw it today, and I was trying to understand where he's coming from because Kanye is an interesting artist in the representation of his art through video. It's very complex, but I get him. You know, it's, you know, really a true expression of who he is. I'm not quite understanding what he's trying to say in this video because his wife is straddling him on a motorcycle and she's topless. So I'm not sure where he's going with that. But yeah, maybe that's art that I don't understand.
2014.
2014.
The new art.
That's it. What's going on in sports?
Well, our Toronto Maple Leafs won last night. They beat up the New York Islanders with a score of 4-2. So give it up for Toronto Maple Leafs.
Woo!
And our fearless Raptors are playing as we speak right now in Philly. They're playing the Philadelphia 76ers. So if they win tonight, that'll put them in 4th place in their division. So
Well, there you go.
you know, they're doing
All
pretty
right.
good. Now, I know in the last few weeks we've been, screaming out Argos, but yeah, the Argos lost on Sunday. So their road to victory,
It's not looking too good.
no, that's
And when
it.
is the Grey Cup? It's coming up this weekend?
December 1st.
December 1st. December. How do you feel about that? Sad?
Well, yeah, the Ticats won, and that's our crosstown rivals, so it's hard.
Well,
But oh
we
well.
tried. We really
Oh well.
tried. So we'll see what happens next year. How are the Alouettes doing? I haven't checked in.
That's it for them, too.
That's it for
So
them?
we're into the Grey Cup season now, so there's only 2 teams, which is Hamilton Ticats and Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Okay. And December 1st is the showdown.
That's right, in Regina.
Gotcha. Okay. And let's see. The hair has been a kind of a transformation. I've been blonde for so long and then decided to go a little bit darker with brunette. So I wanted to give a special shout out to my hair sponsor, Donna Dolphy. She's done an amazing job, and she wanted to thank everyone for, being around in the audience. So everyone in the audience today will take away a gift certificate for $20 from Donna Dolphy. So thank you very much.
Right.
Very generous.
Good.
Very generous. So DJ Ringo, we've got a hot show tonight. We've got the incredible members of the GTA book tour here.
All right.
And we also have the CEO of Global Wealth Trade Corporation, Ramin Mesgarlou. He's going to be chatting with me. And we also have the very creative Yvonne Stanley, who's going to give us some makeup tips on how to look 10 pounds lighter with special contouring tips. So you don't want to go anywhere. You're here on the Nikki Clarke Show. Come right back. welcome back. And joining me right now are the members of the GTA Book Tour. All right. Okay, so who do we have first of all, and then we'll talk more about the tour.
Okay, myself, Robert Mulolo. We have Josephine Casey here, Matthew Taylor, and Jessica Alex.
Woohoo!
Missing one member. Couldn't make it tonight, Mr. Mutende Nabutete.
Okay, fantastic. So what is the GTA Book Tour?
The GTA Book Tour is all of us here, plus Matendai. We've all collaborated. We're all young authors, and we're pretty much taking it to the next level. We're going to be going on tour with our books. First stop will be in Toronto. We're going to be then touring in Brampton and Living Arts Centre in Mississauga, Scarborough, and back in Toronto, I believe. So we're just going to be promoting our book, literature. We're pretty much promoting it, encouraging others, reading, and we're just all thrilled to be promoting it.
That's really exciting, extremely exciting. So tell me, how long have you been writing, Josephine?
I've been writing over 15 years. My collection, it's a poetry book. It's called Life's Poetry. And pretty much it's a collection of poems that I've written. It's inspirational, motivational poetry that everyone can use throughout their everyday lifestyle. Pretty much it's relatable and it's realistic.
Okay, okay. And Matthew L. Taylor, you were on the Nikki Clarke show way back in, I think it was May.
I was.
It was in the springtime. So tell us again about your book.
My book, entitled Student Life, My Lessons Are Yours, it touches on various topics, 37 to be specific, but I'd say there's 8 different themes that it embodies, which would be values, vocation, mastery, experience, boldness, financial literacy, giving back, being a student of life. All these ideas, I think, encompass what it takes for any human being from any walk of life to be and stay progressive.
Now, you're a very, I mean, you're a young man, and you have learned a lot through your journey. What has inspired you to reflect back and create this book?
There was a time where I needed answers and I had to go and educate myself and get them. So I believe that the information that we go and get is very instrumental on how we live our life and how we go about, you know, chasing our dreams and getting what we want out of life. So I needed the answers, I got the answers, and I want to put in a book to help out somebody else who could benefit from it.
Fantastic. Now, and Robert, you have a book called Why Me?
Yes, that's right.
Which I often say when I'm sitting in traffic.
You know what? Actually, the title for the book, though, is because the protagonist is going through so much. I mean, that's the question everybody keeps asking themselves. It's just, why me? And as for the book itself, basically, I wrote it back when I was 18. I took like an 8-year hiatus from writing at one point. Still writing poetry from time to time, but I stopped writing this book, but then I got back into it in around 2008, 2010. 2012 published it. The book itself basically means, what it's about is this young woman who's never met her father. Her mother's always been blaming her for all the problems she's gone through. Her sister is non-existent in her life unless her sister needs her.
Right.
So she's never known love. So in the span of 10 years, she meets 3 men, and she hopes to find love with them, but actually they make things a little bit worse for her.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say, it's not very often I have met male authors in a female's voice. What was it like writing in that voice?
Actually, originally I wrote it in third person.
Okay.
That's what I wrote it in, but because I wanted people to actually feel what she went through, I had to change it from the third person to actually first person, and so in her voice herself. Right. It's different. I guess it's different, but you know what?
Do you think it makes you more sensitive to females?
No, it kind of tells me that I've been in the friend zone too much.
Flying over the friend zone.
Pretty much,
Gotcha.
yeah.
What's it like being an author? How does that make you different from other vocations out there? What makes you different? What kind of qualities do you think you have?
To be an author, you got to be a risk taker. You got to be a little bit more fearless. Kind of just take the leap and hope the parachute will open on the way down type of thing. Because there's nothing sure or guaranteed in this business.
Right.
And I think just writers in general, or artists in general, just tend to have a little bit more specific attention to detail.
Right.
And just pick up on things that maybe might usually go unnoticed and have a way to put it in a unique perspective.
Fantastic. So where does the GTA tour launch? Where exactly? What date?
Well,
What's the first one?
we are launching December 5th. It will be at Magic Oven, 360 Queen Street on Parliament and Queen Street in Toronto. So that's our first tour date there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Did you know that I'm an author, by the way?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I
you
did not
learn
know
something
that.
every day about me.
Yeah.
I'm from Blonde to Brunette. Yeah, and I'm an author. I actually, I released a book about 2 years ago. It's an art book.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just wondering who I have to talk to about joining the tour.
Well,
You know people?
You know what? I'm just saying, we could talk. We could talk. We could talk.
Definitely.
Talk to Jess.
Jess?
She's the lawyer in the
She's the
group.
lawyer in the
Yeah,
group.
yeah,
Yes,
that's
the
true.
legal representation. And Jessica was on the show, the Nikki Clarke show, in the springtime, talking about her wonderful book representing diversity in the world. What if the world had no color? So it's really, and I think the brainchild of this tour, book tour, is of Jessica's, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No.
Or it's a
It's all of
collective.
us,
It's
yeah.
all of
collective.
us,
All of
yeah.
us,
Okay.
yeah. It's all of us.
All right, so it's December 5th. It's going to be at the Magic Oven. And where else can people find you individually?
Facebook / GTA Book Tour. That's where you can find the tour dates and information on all the members and where you can get tickets and all the specifics. You can also catch me at www.mylessonsaryours.com. Stay up to date with what I got going on, and yeah.
You can find me at Facebook. I'm Life's Poetry. Twitter is Life's_poetry. And again, all the updates, my upcoming events, and also GTA Tour information.
You can find me on Facebook at Robert Mulolo, the author. And you can also find me on Twitter at RM Definitive. Also, if you want to get in contact with GTA, our email address is greattorontoauthors@gmail.com.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I will be there December 5th at the Magic Oven.
Yes.
The address again one more time?
360 Queen Street.
Okay.
That's on Parliament and Queen.
And what time?
You got to get there from 7. We open the doors.
And how much are the tickets to get in?
$5 in advance and
$10
$10 at the
door.
door.
$10 at the door. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
All right.
you.
And I can't wait to see you then.
All right.
All right. We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show on www.thatchannel.com, and we are now going to take a look on how you can use makeup to contour your face to lose 10 pounds. We've got the creative director of EV Designs, Yvonne Stanley, here. How are you doing tonight, Yvonne?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome. You look amazing.
Thank you.
And
Not looking my greatest, but I'll take that.
No, you look good. And who is the lovely lady beside you?
This is Alina Prasad. She's going to be my model today.
Okay. Now, you say 10 pounds slimmer with certain contouring.
Yes.
Is there a foundation that I could use on my thighs? So
There actually is.
There is?
Actually, you know what? I was just working at a trade show recently. Picked this up, and I wouldn't mind giving you a little bit too.
Yeah,
it's
leave that
from a
behind.
video girl, Melanie Mills. She designed her own brand of contouring cream. It's a highlighting cream, and I'll tell you about that later.
Fantastico.
Yeah.
So you say there is a relationship between makeup and confidence. Can you
Absolutely.
talk about that? Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, what I do is I travel around to different schools. Part of the time, I do many different things, but I visit high schools and I visit cosmetology colleges, and I teach some of the younger girls, mainly the younger girls in high school in their senior class, a little bit about confidence and working with makeup. And not that it's something that trumps other things that build your own confidence, but it's something that's essential to every woman's life and I believe is very important. And obviously, first and foremost, it comes with your natural confidence that you need to have no matter what, because you need to hold your head up in life in order to get through it.
Sure.
Life can be very tough. And, you know, I learned in my, I don't know, I'd say my third year of high school that maybe I want to change my appearance a little bit to be a little bit more better looking because, you know, I come to school with bags under my eyes, I'm tired, I don't care, sweats, hair up in a bun. And, you know, that's the way most of us live in our life. But then you become a professional, you start to know what you want to do in life, and you want to have a little bit more confidence and not have those big dark bags under your eyes and maybe put on a little bit of mascara. And then you start to learn and develop those things as you go through high school, mainly reaching your end, which is why I only talk to the senior girls. I don't want to talk to the younger girls because that's a little bit inappropriate, and everybody has their own time when they want to get into makeup.
Right.
And first and foremost, I believe in bringing out your own personality through makeup and, you know, really showing your assets and not really trying to be somebody else, because there's a lot about like Kim Kardashian that everybody wants to look like her and stuff like that. And I'm not so much about that. It's just bringing out your inner beauty.
That's fantastic. So you've got some special tips and tricks to show us. What can we learn from you today?
Well, I brought the ladies a little tips and tricks article, just so that they can take these home and, you know, perfect just themselves in a very natural way, just small things that they can do. And first and foremost is to brighten all your whites. So that means your eyes, your teeth. I think that that's a really natural way to go. It's a perfect start, and it really shows that
you were talking about laundry for a minute.
What's that?
I thought you were talking about laundry for a minute.
No, this is not a Tide commercial, no. This is strictly for, you know, your whites. You want to have nice bright teeth. You want to have nice bright eyes. It shows that you're healthy, that you're clean, that you take care of yourself. And you're confident when you have nice bright white teeth too. So I use Crest White Strips. I use my 3D whitening. But I also am using Invisalign right now, so they're probably not as white as I like them to be. And that's honestly great for any adults that want to improve their teeth and be confident with that as well. Because as an adult, my teeth started to shift. I was a little bit uncomfortable with that, and I got those fixed, and I'm very happy. You can see it's curly.
Well, they look beautiful.
Thank you. Secondly is how to make your lips very plumpy and juicy. And it's a very simple trick that I use and that many other girls use. And it's basically, you need two things. You need Vaseline and you need a toothbrush.
Okay.
Somebody's smiling in the crowd, so I'm sure it's their favorite thing in the world, Vaseline. It's everybody's. There's a million uses for Vaseline. I could tell you a million. I'm not going to go through that because I already have enough to talk about.
All of them today.
Yeah, but basically, take your toothbrush, take your Vaseline, put it in there. Hopefully, if it's fresh, then if not, apply with your finger. And you just brush your lips. And in that motion, you're getting off all the dead skin. So your lips are getting brighter and nicer. And they're also getting plumper from invigorating them.
Right.
So they become a little bit engorged.
Right. Okay.
Right. And then also another technique you could use is using a lip plumper. You can get this at the dollar store. So it's an extremely cheap way of having great lips. And then after you apply a lip plumper, just go in for your regular lip gloss. And then the one extra bonus trick that a lot of people don't know is that you can apply a highlighter at the cupid's bow of your upper lip, and that'll create a bigger illusion. So those are my 3 tips for the lip plump. Okay. And then lastly is highlighting and contouring, which is one of the greatest tricks I think that every woman should know. And it really makes your face go from flat to 3-dimensional. Right. And this is a tip that Kim Kardashian uses in the extreme version. But I thought that it was a great tip that every woman should know to just bring out their beautiful side, and it's very natural. You're not changing any appearances, but you're just highlighting where the light hits and you're contouring where the light doesn't hit. So I have my model here, Lena, and basically what we did is a very, very quick, natural display of highlighting and contouring. We didn't go hardcore on it, just a little touch that you can use every day at the office. You can see she's dressed for maybe a nice dinner or business. I see that. And you know, I'm going to show you quickly, because we only have a couple minutes, different ways that you can highlight and contour. Okay. You can use foundation, liquid, and you need a light and a dark, and then your natural complexion. Okay. So you're going to use this to highlight, you're going to use this to contour.
So 2 different colors.
2 different colors for anything you're doing. Technically 3 though, because you need your actual face color. Okay. So you want to apply that first, and then you're going to contour.
And you mix it all in. Okay.
Yes. So then here's your dark shade. You want about 5 times darker than your natural complexion. Your light shade about 3 times lighter than your normal complexion. And then you also have your powders that you can use as well. So here's your light one, here's your dark one. And you can basically, I'm going to do a very hardcore example of what highlighting and contouring is. Okay. So this is her untouched face. And basically what I'm going to show you is places to highlight and places to contour.
You have lovely skin.
She does. Okay.
So wow, that's drastic.
Yes, this is actually like, Kim Kardashian will actually apply it to her face like this, even lighter and brighter. And it's insanity. And this is basically where you're supposed to highlight.
I'll tell you something, I was on my way to a soccer game yesterday, Brazil and Chile, and there's a couple of people had like kind of stripes on their face, but I don't think they were going to a makeup convention.
You know what? This would scare the heck out of a lot of people, and I don't blame them at all. I'm going to use this dark concealer palette. I'm going to use, I'll grab a brush. Hygienic reasons. I'm very hygienic, but I'm trying to go a little bit faster for you guys. Gotcha. So after you've highlighted, you want to start contouring in the places that need it the most.
Okay, and the foundation should be 5 shades darker than?
5 shades darker.
Okay.
Now the reason why you're doing this again is to hit the light. You want to really make use of the lighting, but you're also using, like you're kind of creating your own lighting effect. So normally contours on the face would be just from where the light naturally hits me, and it'll create an effect of where the light hits and where it doesn't. So basically you're creating this yourself. And literally by using this tip and creating the contours where the darkness should be, you're creating the illusion that you're losing weight. And I've literally had people go, oh my gosh, did you literally lose like 20 pounds, 10 pounds?
I lost my
like,
double
what
chin.
are you doing? This is over a day. I'm like, no, it's called contouring. And there's actually a really funny Instagram thing. There's impolite words in it, but they ask, you know, oh my gosh, did you lose 10 pounds? She's like, no bleep. I've been contouring. And that's literally what it is. It's the most amazing trick. It takes 2 seconds to do. I know it looks complicated. It's really not. And if you want to know more about it, YouTube it. It is the greatest trick of all time for women. And all you have to do is blend it in.
So blend it in, and then could you just show us the other side? I guess that was
the
contour
it's really
side.
natural. It's
That's
really
how
natural, and it
look.
won't even come out like that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's really just about creating.
It's a very dewy, clean finish.
Yeah, exactly. And it's honestly very simple. It looks very complicated, but I really recommend that all women try it out.
Fantastic. So Yvonne, I know you're a woman of many talents. What else do you do? You're a graphic designer.
Gosh, well, I'm just like you. You're a writer, a songstress, TV host, except none of those things. So I'm basically creative director, and I do photo shoots, I do photography, I do graphic design, art direction, I do cake design, I do makeup and hairstyling, and many other things. I'm just a lover of all things creative.
Fantastic. And where can people find you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook under Yvonne Cecilia. I have a website, which is currently changing over, but I will add the link on my website to my new website, but that is www.lifegivesyoulemons.ca. And the new website coming out will be ev.com. And that's pretty much the only place you can reach me for now. I don't do Instagram.
Yvonne, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much, and your lovely model. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having us.
And I've learned a lot. Have you learned a lot, audience? Okay. Thank you for those tips and tricks. And we'll be right back with our exclusive interview with Ramin Mesgarlou. Don't go anywhere. Ferry Designer Lines is Canada's largest luxury fashion house, serving clients in 81 countries. Ferry is celebrities' designer line in Hollywood and on the international red carpets with hundreds of celebrity clients. Ferry Designer Lines has been featured in many major international business and fashion publications, including on the cover of American Business Journal, Canadian Jewelers Magazine, and Regard Magazine. Fairy designer lines won multiple awards globally, including 2011 Luxury Designer of the Year and 2013 Handbag of the Year in the USA.
Very mosh. Honey, hey. Sparkles in your eyes.
Hi, everybody. We are back here in Beverly Hills with another superstar.
I'm very all over my body. Come here, baby, I know that.
Fairy Design Lines is a very exclusive, closed, members only luxury designer.
Who is tonight? Rockin' berry on my wrist. I'm looking clever. Rockin' berry on my neck, so extravagant.
Hi, I'm Nikki Clarke from Hollywood Exes. I'm at the Fairy Emmy Suite.
Here we have television personality Sean Robinson.
Yo, what's up? This your boy Kyle Massey. I just walked into the Fairy Lounge and they got all the illest stuff, man.
My neck, so extravagant.
I don't usually freestyle, but I'm doing this for Fairy and Posh because they're good people and I mess with them. You understand what I'm saying with you? I mess with them.
One and only Ramin Fairy Fashion House, straight out of Toronto.
We're in Beverly Hills. I'm on Taj Hotel. It's the Emmy Luxury Lounge, of course, presented by Fairy.
Hi, I'm Dot Marie Jones. I play Coach Shannon Beast on Glee, and I went into the Fairy Lounge.
My body, wearing berry all over my body, wearing berry all over my body, body. Rockin' berry on my wrist, I'm looking clever. Rockin' berry on my neck, so extravagant. Berry on my watch, can't tell me it's not the best of what I got. I'm wearing what's on top.
Right behind me, we have an Emmy Award-winning actor from show Scandals and just picked up 2 of his Fairy, the Fairy Shield and the Fairy Timepiece. This is what this company's all about. This is about celebrities coming in, seeing Fairy, and absolutely get mesmerized by it.
Every time you look my way, wearing Fairy all over my body. Come here, baby, I know that you want it. Are you up for the ride? Make a wish tonight.
It's your boy Ditch up at the Montage Beverly Hills. I don't pop pills, but I mess with Fairy. You can get the ills with your jewelry and step up your game because stuff ain't scary. You dig me?
Yes, I did. I got my Fairy and I love it. It's such a great color. I love it.
And I came out with this fantastic Posh necklace. Isn't that gorgeous?
I'm here at the Fairy Emmy Lounge, and I gotta say, I feel like Fairy is very fresh, kind of like this awesome bag I just got. How cool is this?
Fairy is extraordinary. This speaks for itself. They are absolutely gorgeous. I love everything about them. It's a timeless classic.
Fairy is swag. A whole lot of money, power, boss moves. You know, we rocking this diamonds keep shining, man. You know how I'm rocking, man. Keep a lot of money in my pockets, man. Young soldier, turn up.
Fairy is elegant.
Fairy is pretty.
Fairy is breathtaking.
Posh is very high-end, but as you can see by what I'm wearing, it's super trendy too.
Posh is sexy, incredible, and amazing. Love them.
I have my Posh piece. It's so fabulous. I love it. It's a great accessory for any outfit. It's perfect for the red carpet, and the Emmys are next week.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Fraley. I just got my Posh collection jewelry from Fairy, and I feel like Audrey Hepburn. I love it. Posh is sexy.
Fairy is class. Fairy is style.
Fairy is success.
I think it's extravagant.
Custom cases, custom iPad cases, custom jewelry. They got it all. Whatever you need, they got it. You gotta come rock with Fairy. Let's go.
Fairy is elegant.
Let me tell you, it's classy and chic.
Fairy is innovative. I see so many different styles and many in other lines, and many other lines all look the same. These glasses they're kind of ahead of the curve. They are trendsetters. They are what people are going to be looking at like a year from now, but Fairy has them right now.
We call them insane.
Insane is a good one.
Fairy is luxury.
I love the Fairy collection, and to me, Fairy is delicious. And when I say delicious, it's because there's so many different flavors. I want to have them all.
You got lots of people here all day long. The shield is a hit. Everybody wants the Fairy shield. The day-to-day bags and the prestige is a major hit. Everybody wants them. People are mesmerized as usual, as it is in TIFF every year. Everywhere we go, we are the celebrities designer line. What can I tell you? It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. And that's how you build an iconic brand. That's how you build the billion, to the billion.
Hashtag the best.
Okay. All right. Please welcome CEO of Global Wealth Trade Corporation, Ramin Mesgarlou, to the Nikki Clarke Show. You know, and I have to say that I'm so happy that you came on board as one of the title sponsors of the Nikki Clarke Show. We wouldn't have this without you, so thank you very much for your support. It means a lot to me. Now tell me your story and how you built this amazing company, Global Wealth Corporation, Trade Corporation.
Well, I've been in business for about 28 years, and 25 years of it was in marketing business. And there was a very strong need for the past 3 decades of people to do something other than the jobs.
Right.
The jobs just not enough for people to retire comfortably. So for the average person, the best way to start another revenue stream is a home-based business.
Right.
And so that's the concept that I started with 25 years ago. And the other thriving industry is always been fashion. It's a $1.2 trillion industry.
That's huge.
I mean, take a look at the luxury designers, they're all on the rise. And so I put those two concepts together in 2004, wrote the blueprint for global wealth trade.
Fantastic. And what are the future goals of the company?
Right from day one, we wanted to be a billion-dollar corporation by 2016. And we're in 81 countries now. We're very blessed and fortunate. The business is doing extremely well, lots of celebrities, lots of dignitaries. And so we call it to the billion.
Amazing. Now, what have you implemented as a leader of this company to make the company's growth accelerate the way it has?
Well, there's an old adage, speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. Right for the past 25 years and trained over 150,000 people on this concept where, we have a concept that's called E&E, excited and exhausted. The concept of 9 to 5 has no role played in any of my businesses. Our people work there. The job gets done or exhaustion sets in, one of the two. So, and from every business I've ever owned, regardless of my position, I'm always one of the hardest working individuals or hardest one there. So work ethics, A&E, having understanding that what we work for here every day, the target is not the 50-50 plan, 50 years or 50 hours a week. The target is work off for 5, take the next 50 off.
I love that.
And that's what we work towards.
Okay, and what's your formula for success?
I think there's a lot of things, but if I have to break it down to 2 things, one of them is you have to have a vision. You have to understand where you're going. Clearly understand where you're going. And when you have that, you have to have some serious targets. I don't necessarily like the word goals. I think the goal thing, I think, is probably the reason why a lot of people fail.
Right.
To me, goal is like a New Year's resolution. How long does that last? A couple of weeks?
Right.
I would say don't make a goal list, make a promise list, because most people would like to keep their promises.
I like the promise list.
And so we have a very definite target where we want to go. Second part of that is that once you set your targets, you want to constantly evolve.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe life sustains. I think you're either getting better or getting worse. So that's another one of my concepts. You're either getting better or getting worse. If you're sustaining, it's probably because you're trying to get better, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're trying to write it out, it's going to decline. It's 100% stat. So my message is very simple to my corporate team, our staff, our 19,000 luxury consultants around the world is that, always evolve. And as you evolve, try to get better. And the message is simple. How you were last year may have been adequate for last year. It wouldn't be for this year. Keep evolving.
Okay, lots of growth. Who or what inspires you?
You know, I'll take a look at someone like Warren Buffett, or from the business standpoint.
Right.
And he doesn't have to work, yet he's always achieving for the next. So I wrote in my book, The Forensic Networkers, that life is not about achieving happiness, it's about happily achieving. Keep going for the next, because the minute you stop moving, looking for the next target, and life stops. You know, when you look at, in another platform, Nelson Mandela, he never stopped. He kept on.
Right.
Even when he came up, he had it all. He never stopped moving forward. So it's always about the next, whatever that next is. And there's a lot of movers and shakers in the industry that I admire because of that.
No, that's fantastic. And how can people find out more about Global Wealth Trade? How can they get involved?
Well, that's the interesting part, because we are the fastest growing luxury design in the world, yet we're not open to the public. Nobody can walk into our galleries. We have probably the nicest website on the internet, and no one can buy anything. It's window shopping. Generally, what we are basically is a private club. And we have 19,000 consultants in 81 countries, and people become members, and then they have access to our luxury designer lines, which is every celebrity in the world is using right now. Your audience are, today got a gift.
A gift?
They
Did you hear that, everybody?
And,
you're getting a fairy gift.
what we've done is that they have forms, and we're going to give them all the free VIP access. And in that, once they log in, they're actually going to have some money in there they can go have fun with and shop for themselves. So Global Wealth Trade Corporation is our Facebook page. We have our website, gwtcorp.com, as well. Our YouTube page is GWT Inc. You can watch our commercials there. We have an award-winning film for Gold Line for Image that's being won an award in New York. Again, you can watch all of that on our website.
Ramin, I am so honored that you're here to share your time and your pearls of wisdom with us, and I wish you all the best. And I'd love to be rocking some of that fairy mosh if you don't mind. Maybe you can hook a sister up. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate it. We'll be right back. everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you, audience members, for coming through and being a part of it. Thanks to you watching out there in audience land. I want to thank all the sponsors, management, everyone who's been a part of it. I want to thank the special guest today, Ramin Mesgarlou. Thank you. Members of the GTA Book Tour, thank you. And the lovely Yvonne Stanley and model, thank you so much. It's been a great show. Thanks for watching the Nikki Clarke Show, and see you next week. I'm not ready.